Guys, Deluded Guna, YouTube's N'Golo Kante. I'm back again with another video, folks. Now, this person has caught my eye playing for the under-18s. He's technically not eligible to turn, well, like Trey Cole, he can turn scholar a year early, but he won't come into effect until next year. He's still a schoolboy. There's been a couple injuries in our under-18s, and he's taking his chance. I'm talking about Saka. He started off as a defender. He's played more further forward for the under-18s, but you wouldn't have thought he was a defender. I certainly wouldn't have. The 4-3 against United in the under-18s Cup, I believe, where we bottled a 3-0 lead. He was amazing. He linked up well with Oli Inca. He scored a lovely goal. He cut in off the right-hand side, linked up well, and then smashed it home. I think that was for the third. He's a very good player for me, man. He's not the biggest, but he's strong. He's strong. His willingness to mash work defensively, probably why he was a defender, but he can claim because he started off as a defender, etc. He's skillful. Even against Southampton, their recent fixture just gone. By the time I bring out this video, they probably played again, so the stats probably won't stay the same. But they battered Southampton's under 18s. My friend that's a scout was actually at the game, and he said Saka was unbelievable. And Saka scored. I think Saka got an assist and a goal in that game as well. He came in off the left hand side. He danced past several Southampton players before putting it home. And I think that was in the 85th minute. It was a fine finish. He's a player I've got a lot of time for. He's skillful. He's silky. He thinks ahead of it. He thinks ahead of play, which you need to do at this level. His technical qualities are good. He's a typical Arsenal player, and he typifies what the Arsenal brand is. And when you've seen a lot of our players, both homegrown and foreign, depart, you've got to be excited about players like that. I know the scholars, that the first year scholars that are now, they're probably the most exciting collectively. I don't think they're the same level quite as the FA Youth Cup winning side, but that's collectively our best group of prospects since then, to be honest with you. And we've got a couple like him that are quite younger, to be honest, man. Like I said, you wouldn't have thought he was a defender. You wouldn't have thought he was a schoolboy. Now, if you're a schoolboy, it really doesn't matter because under 18s and things like that. But we need to bear in mind, guys, the physical development of at these ages. If you remember what you look like at 16 to 18, and then you consider the fact that 16-year-olds and 18-year-olds are playing against each other, there's some 18-year-olds that look 16, there's some 16-year-olds that look 25, so there's all different bodies and makeup, so these things make a difference. So to see him take into it like a duck out of water, duck to water, or whatever the saying is, he's amazing. He's been called up for the England under-17s, I believe, for their Euro qualifications, not the ones that are obviously in India. He's doing his thing, man. I got a lot of time for him. He's been impressing me. Like, every game for the under-18s, he's trying to get a goal, get an assist, be a guy that's a cornerstone that you can, when you think of that match, you think he was playing. He's a very good player, man. He's the ability to dance around several players. You can't really teach that. You can teach someone to dribble, of course, but it takes a lot more, man. Like, I'm a big fan. I don't know if he's left or right-footed. I think he's left, but I don't know, man. He's calm with both feet. His final ball is good as well. Like, at that level as well, there's a lot of inconsistencies with these sort of things with players, but he's decent and he's only going to get better. Of course, he's got numerous rough edges to get out of his game per se, but he's decent, man. Like I said, for a schoolboy that's taking his chance with the under-18s and he's doing his thing, no doubt gets a scholarship next year, and if he doesn't, we're going to have some problems, Arsenal. He's a player I've got a lot of time for, guys, man. Like, he's of Nigerian heritage, so if he becomes the way, if he develops the way we'd like him to, there's going to potentially be an international tug of war for his future. But that's neither here nor there. Firstly, he's got to assert himself properly in the under-18s, 23s, possibly, if he can, the first team. So guys, that's it really. I just got a lot of time for him, man. I really. Oh yeah, he got an assist against Southampton or someone else as well, man. A lovely assist for Ballard. For Ballard's goal, I believe. I think it was the third Southampton goal in the 3-1 win, if I can remember rightly. But he's been doing his thing. Like, he's a player I got a lot of time for, man. There's really not much more to be said. He's a typical Arsenal player. He's skillful. He's got a lot to his Arsenal, and keep an eye out for him and let's see how he develops. Guys, Deluded Guna, I'm signing out. Thank you for watching, of course. Get in the comments, subscribe.